G'day. It's your boy, Danny D, aka Alaktrician Man, back in the house again for another awesome Alak-Azul Show. Welcome everybody out there in the chats. Let me do a shout out for these people out here. Westside Ian, good to see you there again, brother. Usually the first one off the rank there every Sunday. Great to see you there. Stephen Riley, great to see you too, brother. I did reply to your messages over on Telegram. So, yeah, just let me know if we can help you with sorting that out. Great to see you there again. Tony Morrow, as always, much love to you. Much love to you and LCM. Always there and supporting. Thank you very much. Fuzzy Crypto in the house. Fuzzy, I see that you won on you won something on the you won Bonk on the Crypto Unlimited 22 stream earlier. So congrats on that. LCM, great to see you as well. Steven, yes. Mr. Big, my wife fell last night, can't join, maybe next week. Happy holidays. Oh, your wife fell? Sorry to hear about that, man. Yeah, I hope everything's okay. All right. One but it didn't needed a wallet. Okay. Yeah, oh, that's a Solana wallet or something that you need, isn't it? Something like that. There you go. Crypto Bones, welcome. So there you go, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you so much for joining me on the stream again today. Another Sunday stream, which I try to do every Sunday, my Sunday, Saturday in other parts of the world. And yeah, you know, just a quick stream. Let's say it's a quick stream, but it never is. We'll see what happens if anyone joins me. Just a bit of an update on what's happening with StableSwap and things out there in the crypto world and et cetera, et cetera. Can we please do a sound check first? Is my audio okay? Is it too loud? Is it too quiet? You know, can you hear me okay? Is it muffled or whatever? Please let me know. Sound check out there in the chats. And for anyone that does want to join me in the stream, I have put a link for Studio over on the StableSwap Telegram group, as well as Alak-Azul Show Telegram group. So please, if you want to, feel free, come and join me. Let's have some fun on here. So okay, so yep, sound good. Thank you, champions. Thank you so much. Is this the last stream of the year? No, man, I don't think so. No, it's actually it's not, because I got this one, and then I'm doing a couple of midweek streams. I know I've got a stream on Wednesday. My Wednesday morning or my Thursday morning. I'll have to confirm with that. But I've got a stream with Drip Millions as well, and then yeah, a couple of other updates. And when is Christmas Day? Christmas Day. Oh, that's next Monday. So yeah, I'll be here. I'll be here on the Sunday the 24th, my morning, Sunday the 24th, Saturday the 23rd for the guys in the US. Yeah, so yeah, I'll be here for another stream next week. Here we go. What's this StableSwap LP you're talking about? Last night's sheep stream is very interesting. Yeah, Bones. Yeah. And actually, yeah, you didn't look familiar, but now I see you there. Yeah, it is, man. It's super interesting. StableSwap is going hell for leather, man. It's absolutely awesome. It's going along super smoothly, and you know, we're very excited about it. Nice, slow, and steady organic growth is what it's all about at this point in time. So, yeah, man. Welcome to the stream. If you have any questions, please ask away. We can use these sessions like as AMA sessions. I've got a couple of things I want to talk about today, but we'll get to that very, very shortly. So as you know, guys, I mean, lately I've been talking more about StableSwap than anything else, obviously being my own project, and you know, that's where the focus has been. But I just want to do a quick mention. Like, I haven't forgotten about Drip, and I tell you, Drip is what, at 4 cents today. So pretty exciting stuff, you know, and it hasn't even gone full deflationary yet. So let's hope that continues to go in that upward trend. And I'm lucky that I bought another chunk of drip last week. So and I've kind of caught that wave up now. So that's super awesome. So yeah, so don't sleep on that one, guys. Don't sleep on that one. I strongly believe that it's going to make a comeback, not to where it was before, but definitely there's going to be some price appreciation there, especially with it being deflationary and with all the burn features that people are building into their other apps that are other apps and projects that are contributing to the strength of drip. So there you go. Oh, damn, man. Face down, looks like she was punched in the nose. Oh, sorry to hear that, Mr. Big. Really sorry to hear that, man. I hope she recovers quickly. So there you go. Susie S, shout out to you, girl. Yeah, good to see you there again. And I'd love to catch up with you again, like even offline soon. Obviously I'm just really busy with all the things that are going on with Stable Swap, and then I'm doing AMAs on different channels and stuff like that. As Crypto Bone said, he saw me yesterday on DGen Protocol, Crypto Black Sheep's stream. So yeah, I was definitely on there, and had them on the show last week as well. And yeah, just doing AMAs here and there. I think around the 27th I'm doing another AMA with Scott the Investor, because we're going to go through and discuss the roadmap as well. So that should be interesting. And there's a few people that have been reaching out to me. Like yesterday, I had quite a few messages about, people wanting me to go into their streams and doing AMAs and stuff. So super excited to be able to do that. That's going to be super, super awesome. Okay. And it's funny, when you do your streams like this and you look back and streams with other people, and you look back at and you watch it, and you just have these certain mannerisms, and you don't realize it until you actually review yourself. And I notice that I say absolutely a lot. So I'm going to try to be conscious and not say it as much now. I just say it. I don't know. It's just one of those things that you do. It's a habit that you fall into, I guess. So too looking forward to it. Yes, Susie. I was about to say absolutely, but I won't. I'll try to hold off on that. Excuse me. I still have a little bit of a cough. It's a tough one to get rid of, but I'll have some Alak-Azul later, and that should help fix it a little bit. So, okay. So I guess the main thing that I want to put out there first, is just in regards to BUSD. For the people that are on the Telegram group, you would have, well, hopefully you saw it last night, because when I pinned the post, I actually sent to notify to all members. But if you're not already on the Telegram group, I just want to mention the announcement that I made yesterday. Let me just bring that up over on my side here. There you go. So basically, it was an announcement regarding the BUSD update, and I'll read it out to you. I'll read it out to you anyway. So, dear valued Stable Swap users, okay, sounds really formal, but I guess we had to be. So, we wish to inform you that effective Monday, December 18th, 2023, 8 p.m. Manila time, which is GMT plus 8, so Greenwich Mean Time plus 8. So that would be 12 o'clock in the UK, midday, and probably in the US it'll be anywhere from 7 a.m. to, could be like 5 a.m. depending on which part of the US that you're in. So that's happening Monday. My Monday, actually should be everybody's Monday by that time. Well, almost, yeah. So this coming Monday. So Stable Swap will initiate a system update to address the discontinuation of support for the BUSD token by Binance. So in response to this development, we have opted to convert all existing BUSD liquidity provisions and balances on Stable Swap to USDT and discontinue further BUSD deposits. So we sincerely apologize for any inconvenience this may cause. Please be assured that this decision has been made with the utmost consideration for the protection of both StableSwap users and the system, mitigating potential future issues associated with the phasing out of BUSD. This is a very important part, this one here. The anticipated duration of the system update is between 30 minutes to 1 hour, during which time the system will be temporarily paused. We'd like to emphasize that this downtime will not impact earnings from active liquidity provision. So it won't affect what you already have in there in any way, shape, or form, okay? And you'll still continue earning even that downtime of 30 minutes to 1 hour. So in preparation for the update, we kindly request that you exclusively deposit USDT or USDC and refrain from any further BUSD deposits at this time. So we appreciate your understanding and cooperation as we work to enhance the stability and security of StableSwap. If you have any concerns or require further clarification, please do not hesitate to reach out to us. Thank you for continued trust. Sincerely, StableSwap Management. So there you go. If you didn't catch that with me saying it, please go over to the Telegram groups. You'll see that the notifications and the announcement over there. So basically, yeah, because of people's concerns in regards to BUSD token not being supported by Binance. I mean, for now, it's still out there. It's still pegged. You can still trade it, etc. But we're looking forward, and we want to remove BUSD off our system now to protect all of you, just in case anything does happen in the near future. And we don't want to be trying to do band-aid fixes at that time. So we're looking ahead and trying to correct that for you before we get to that point where there is, or potentially there is, an issue. So I hope everyone understands that. Please comment in the chats there. Let me know what you think, if there's a concern for you. If you currently have BUSD there in your balances, that will automatically also be converted over to USDT, and it'll appear in your dashboard on USDT rather than BUSD. But if you're wanting that BUSD, by all means withdraw it. If it reaches your threshold of $50, withdraw it and do whatever you wish with it. But just know by Monday, all BUSD on StableSwap system will all be converted to USDT. So there you go. Give me some feedback, guys. Shoot at me. And while you do that, I'm going to do, as customary, one of my Alak-Azuls. Alak-Azul, ladies and gentlemen, out there in the stream. Much love to you always. Early Merry Christmas and Happy New Year and all of that. So Alak-Azul. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. All right. LCM, that's great. Thank you. Thank you for your support on that, brother. Thank you. Now, just while we're on in regards to announcements and things like that, what I wanted to talk about as well, I want to point out here, is the tech support tickets. Okay. Tech support tickets off the site. At this point in time, I'm going to request that, please, if you have any issues like for tech support, please go over to the main Telegram group and actually post your concerns in there at this point in time. It's at that time of the year, and everyone is flat out, and we are running a little bit on skeleton staff right now because like people taking holidays and things like that. So the support tickets on the site, yes, we still receive them, but they will not be actioned as quickly as if you were to put that into the main Telegram group. Because I mean, obviously, I'm always monitoring that the Telegram group, as well as a few of us there. And so I can, respond a bit faster doing it that way. So please message me. I have noticed as well, there were a couple of support tickets that came through, which went to the tech team, and I asked them to follow up on it. And it was a couple of crazy things where apparently people had been sending, there's two separate incidences where people had sent Ethereum, not Ethereum network, Ethereum. They've sent Ethereum to StableSwap, and you know that we don't accept Ethereum. So yeah, I mean, don't say it's lost or anything like that, but the process of actually trying to get that back out and the cost, we will work to do it for you, but just realize that that can take up to, like, I guess 48 hours for us to do all that processing, because it was sent over. I mean, this is Ethereum being sent to a BSC chain, and it's weird how it all works, right? But so it's like a 48-hour process, and there are going to be gas fees that are involved in trying to reverse those. And when that happens, you will be charged for those additional gas fees, especially given that it's Ethereum. So, yeah. And the tech team did say and message back to whoever did those tech support tickets. They did message and say, yeah, please put this issue into the Telegram group and we will address it ASAP. But I haven't seen that come up. So if you're one of the people out there that did that and did the tech support support ticket through the website, please go over to Telegram group and post it in the tech support. You can actually tag me in it. Yeah, you can tag me in it, and I'll address it as soon as possible. Stephen Riley, yeah, BP tokens, BP20 tokens, yes, but only USDT. USDT you can do on Tron Chain and BEP20, and you can do it on Ethereum. Okay. USDC you can only do on Ethereum at this point, but that is changing out within the next week. I think we're adding that to BEP20 as well. And then obviously BUSD we're phasing out by Monday or by tomorrow. So yeah, don't worry about doing BUSD. But yeah, you can still use the Binance Smart Chain, so BEP20, but just don't use BUSD. Okay. And BEP20 tokens, yes, again, USDT. Just to keep things simple, guys, use USDT. If you really need to use USDC, well, that's going to be on Ethereum until maybe next week. So yeah, just keep it simple. Keep it simple. Stick with USDT for now. And then we'll just update you if we're going to be adding other things. But for now, they're the two options you're going to have. So 2 options on 3 chains. Yeah. So again, just to clarify, USDT can be done on Tron Chain, Ethereum Chain, and Binance Smart Chain. So there's the 3 if you're using USDT. USDC is only on Ethereum. All right, BUSD will no longer be available. So there you go, Fuzzy. Yes, keeping it simple and safe. I guess that's what it's really all about, right? Keeping it simple. The KISS principle. Keep it simple, stupid. Or something like that. So there you go. So guys, is there any questions that you have for me? Doesn't look like anyone's going to be joining me today. I mean, they're more than welcome to. Everyone is more than welcome to jump on and jump on with me here in the studio, and we can keep talking and stuff. But for now, while there's no one here in the studio, I'm going to be relying on you guys to chat with me and give me some feedback, give me something to talk about, Fuzzy, that's why we love it. Thank you very much. And we really appreciate all the support from everybody out there. It's fantastic. So, okay. So I guess what we could do, yeah, of course we're talking about stable swap. Or you're asking if I'm going to actually do like a demonstration of like a presentation of stable swap. I think it's pretty much been done, but yeah, sure, we can do that. I just open up my other account over here, and let us see. I need different logins because I don't use my account, so I really I think my daughter has an account. Let me just see. I think my daughter has an account. Let me see. Let me log in over here. There you go. My daughter has an account. I'll show you guys the dashboard in a minute. She hasn't changed the avatar yet. So But I'll definitely go and show you that in a second. Let's answer this question here. What's the difference between Alak-Azul and Blue Curacao? Totally big difference. Really, really big difference. Blue Curacao, the similarities is really just the color. So Alak-Azul is made up of four main ingredients. And all of those are done in different distilleries, and it all comes back to one central plant. Again, I'm the only one with the recipe for the whole thing. You talk about Blue Curacao. Blue Curacao is it's actually citrus based. So it's a citrus flavor. So yeah, it's very, very different. Alak-Azul comes from Smurfs. Blue Curacao comes from citrus. So there you go. I mentioned SS token. SS token, we don't have a token right now. We don't have a token right now, bro. You're not replacing the token with anything. You're just going in with USDT or USDC or up until now BUSD, but we don't exchange it for a token. You are literally putting in stablecoin or providing liquidity with stablecoin and taking that out. There's no token that we replace it with in any way, shape, or form. Okay. Yes, in the future, like for next year, which we'll go over in the roadmap in a minute, we are looking at adding our own stable swap token. Right. But again, that's optional. That's still going to be part of the system, but that's optional. But that's not something that's coming into effect now. Right now, it is literally USDT or USDC or BUSD in, and that's exactly what you get out. So you're not giving us that and we're replacing it with another token, just to clarify on that. Okay. Look nice with just two boxes, one for USDT and one for USDC. Yeah, man. It's again, it's simple. It's keeping it simple. Again, depending on what you're using, whether you're using a computer or your phone or whatever. On the computer, everything's laid out. It's like super nice. I rarely use my phone for doing any of my crypto transactions, but that's just me. But I know obviously on a phone and a smaller screen, it just it gives it a different look and feel. So, but each to their own. If you're happy using your phone to do your transactions, that's beautiful too. So let me just confirm over here. I've got my daughter's account is up there. She messaged me and said, "Oh, Daddy, can you create this account for me?" So yeah, we created an account for her, which is absolutely awesome. And she's 15. So my kids manage their own crypto accounts, by the way. I've got my 11-year-old. I can't speak for my kids in Australia. They're all adults now, but my 11-year-old, my 13-year-old, and 15-year-old that live here with me, they all manage their own crypto accounts. So, we've been teaching them for a few years now. So they're learning it. I guess the gift that you can give to your children is just giving them that knowledge and, letting them understand things for the future, for their financial future. So, yeah, super proud about that. Let me just see if there's any other questions there. Yeah. So again, Stephen, man, I don't know what you're referring to, brother, but SS token. No, we don't have a SS token. Okay. Just check here. All right. So I'm going to share my screen over here for a second. Let me go through this. Share screen. Window, this one here. Okay. So I guess you can see this now. Okay. There's my daughter. My daughter doesn't look like that, all right? She obviously just hasn't changed her avatar there. So so this is a basic thing. Once you log into StableSwap, then you'll get to your dashboard here, and basically you have your USDT, USDC, and BUSD. You have deposit, withdrawal, internal transfers, and then this is CryptoSwap, which is the OTC side for the Philippines at the moment. Okay. the lifetime rewards, so what you've earned, the value of your liquidity provision, which my daughter in here has $200, which is great. You know, at 15 years old, she's starting off with $200. Like, good on her. And that's money that she saved up from, you know, allowance from going to school and stuff like that. So, you know, anyone can start with this. So on this part here, you would have your deposits. So what you could do here is you could select USDT, for example, and on USDT, you would have Tron Chain, Ethereum Chain, or Binance Smart Chain. So let's just say that we chose Binance Smart Chain. So you would click on Binance Smart Chain, and it would give you a QR code, which you could use to scan with your wallet, such as your MetaMask or whatever. You could do that. If my MetaMask was connected, I could just go straight transfer from MetaMask. But the easiest way to do it is just go where it says deposit address here. You would copy that address. Let me just zoom in a little bit here. Okay, so you can see it. You would just copy that address. Then you would go over to your MetaMask. You would go over to your MetaMask, which I haven't installed on this particular browser. Again, my daughter's managing her own fund, not me. And yeah, you could just go over to your MetaMask, click on send, make sure you're on the right network, which is BEP20, and you would send the funds straight over to there. You don't have to put in the amount that you're sending. It'll just automatically, yeah, whatever amount you want to send from MetaMask to here, that's what will become available. So usually that goes through quickly. Sometimes there are some delays. And that's usually just due to network congestion or something like that. But most of the time things will go through quickly. If it doesn't, I mean, give it a good hour, maybe. If it hasn't gone through within an hour, then message over on tech support and we'll follow that up. And when you do that, you'll have to put your username, or you can send me a DM. You have to you put your username, and we would need the transaction hash of the transaction that you've done. You get that off BSC scan or off MetaMask. Okay. So what would happen is you'd send that through, and then the balance would appear over here under USDT if you send USDT, or under USDC if you send USDC, or BUSD is going to be gone. So it will appear there, and then now once you've done that, once it sits here in your balance, that doesn't mean that you've actually provided liquidity yet. So you would have to go through and provide liquidity. So you would go over onto liquidity pools here, and you would select from these three. So you've got your 60 days, 120 days, or 300 days, and each one gives you a different APR. Okay. So obviously the longer term will give you a higher APR. Now, how the APRs are calculated, again, like 60 days, it's a generated APR of 36.5%. Now, that is not 36.5% for 60 days. That's 36.5% based on APR, which is annual percentage rate. So you would have to divide that 36.5% by 365 days. It's 365 days in a year, and that would give you 0.1% daily rewards. Okay, so that would be 0.1% multiplied by 60 days, which that would give you the return that you should be expecting after 60 days. Same thing with the 120 and also with the 300 days. The 300 days, 127.75% APR, which you would divide by 365 days, and that equates to 0.35% a day. So if you want to know exactly how much you would earn over 300 days, is you would multiply 0.35% times 300 days, and that would give you the actual amount that you would be earning for that liquidity provision for that period of time. Now, I just want to state again that once the term ends, so once it reaches the 300 days, you don't have to click on, redeem or claim or withdraw or anything like that. Those funds that you actually, the liquidity that you provided will automatically just go straight back to your wallet balances over here without you having to do anything. Okay. So, so there you go. You've thrown me off, Blue Chip. Danny needs to wear a shirt and tie when he does his presentations. Absolutely not, man. My days of suit and ties and, and all of that is over. Although, yeah, from time to time, it's nice to go to like events and things like that and dress up. But man, all in all, I'm happy sitting here with this tank top on and a t-shirt or whatever. And that's me. Blue Chip, if you want to join me, man, you know where the link is. If you want to join me in the back end, more than welcome, as always, brother. is at the office. Yeah, you know, and sometimes I go to the office, but a lot of times in the office, I'm still wearing t-shirts, not tank tops, but t-shirts, you know, just comfortable. I don't need to be some kind of a, you know, big executive or whatever just to be like that. I mean, look at the guy from Ethereum. What's his name? Vitalik. You look at him, how he dresses, man. Who cares? Who cares? You know, in this day and age, who cares? But you know, back old school when I was growing up and stuff, dude, you had to dress up, man. You had to really dress up, which was great. But you know, the times are the times. So yeah, casual wear. Yeah, that's it. Just chilled out. Let's have a chilled out life. But again, Blue Chip, the invitation's out there, brother. You want to join me on the stream, please do so. Okay, so let's get back over onto here. All right, so you would do your deposits and then you can do your liquidity provisions. And as you can see here from my daughter's account, she's gone 200 and she's already received 1.4 and she's been going for how long? 3 days. Okay, at 127.75%. So pretty exciting stuff for my young 15-year-old daughter. Okay, so now just a point on the deposits here. As you can see, if I select this one here again, I go USDT. Let me just increase the size of this just for a moment. Okay, so if I select USDT, now if I select on Tron Chain, okay, take note of that address. Okay, Visa B, let's say the end of that is a Visa B. So, you know, although this is still your account, that is a different address. Now, if we go back again and let's say we select USDC on Ethereum chain, okay, and let's say I choose that. It's going to give you a different address. Now, Ethereum, it's an OX number, okay? OX number, see, it's a different address. Now, let's go back and choose USDT again and go to Binance Smart Chain. It's still an OX number, but it's a different address. So, guys, bear in mind, if you select a particular token on a particular network, make sure that is the only token that you send on that particular network, okay? Don't use this address and try to send it via Ethereum or vice versa. Okay, that's going to cause you some problems. Yeah, it'll disappear, but we do have the ability to try to reverse that or take it and put it into your account in the token that it's supposed to be. But there's a lot of processes to do that. It takes time and it costs gas. So please, again, if you're going to be sending it to BEP20 to those particular addresses that the system spits out to you, make sure that it is USDT to BEP20. All right. Otherwise, you'll have some issues. So there you go. Let me just down a little bit more. Dabs galore in the house, brother. When can we change profile pictures? Brother, you can do it now. Actually, it's available for you now. You would go up into your settings over here and you would just click up on the top here and click on that little pencil icon and you'll be able to change your profile. So there you go. Good to see you there, bro. Good to see you. There you go. Fuzzy said, yeah, we can change our pictures now. So please do that. Again, Fuzzy, Dabs, if you want to come on the stream, you guys know where the links are. So I'd love to have you on here. Let me just have a quick drink of something here. Okay. All right. Let's go back over to here because I haven't actually done a proper full presentation. So I guess I'll start doing some of it now. So, okay. So that's that part there. The crypto swap part of it, again, this is the OTC and this is specifically for, you know, people in the areas where the OTC is available now. And to use the OTC, you would have to have your KYC done to use the OTC. Now, just on that, if I click back up here into settings, see how it's unverified. that's okay, because I've had a few people asking about this. Is it okay if it's unverified? Well, you don't need to be verified to use to provide liquidity. The only reason you need to be verified is if you are going to be using the OTC, in which case you'd have to put in your full details up here, name, phone number, etc. for KYC, because of regulations and compliance. We need to have that. You can also, without being verified, you can also activate your 2FA, so two-factor authentication, using Google Authenticator, or, you know, there's a couple of other ones out there that you can use, and you just go through the process of that. And you can also update your password here. I have had a couple of people asking about, can they change their email? No, you cannot change your email. The email that you use to initially create the account is, is the where you initially joined the account. That email stays. Okay, that's connected to your account for the life of your account on here. So Dads, wish I could join, but it's loud where I'm at. Yeah, I know, man, you're out there partying again. So yeah, I'll take your excuse this time, but just this once, right? Okay, so now we've gone through the deposit side. We can also go through the withdrawal side. So once you have an amount in here, which is a minimum of 50 USDT or USDC or BUSD, you have the option of withdrawing that. And so you just come over to the withdrawal tab. You would select the token that you wish to withdraw. You would input the address that you want to withdraw it to, and this address can change every time. So you know, if you have multiple wallet addresses, or you have friends or family or someone you want to send it to, you can do it here. You can go straight withdraw, put the receiver address and the amount, and then you would click on withdraw. And then there would be like, you know, some verifications there, and boom, it's done. You can also do internal transfers. So if you have an email or username of other members on here, you could send directly to them, you know, the amounts in USDT or whatever it is that you wish to send, USDT or USDC at this point in time. Minimum of $25 and maximum, right here it says 1 million, but there's actually no real limit on that. You can do whatever amount that you want, as long as it's sitting there in your wallet balances. There's a 0.5% fee on that. 0.5% fee, yes, you know, it's 0.5%, but if you consider it compared to like other programs and other coins out there where it's like 10%, even more so in some cases, 0.5% is actually, you know, it's pretty damn cheap, really. So there you go. Liquidity pools we've already covered. Affiliate program, let's cover this just for a sec. So affiliate programs, you have your direct level, second level, and third level, indirect 1, indirect 2. Basically, your level 1 is anyone that is joins Stable Swap directly under you. So one level directly underneath you. When they make a liquidity provision, you would get equivalent to 5% of the amount that they are providing for liquidity. So if they did 100 USDT, you would end up with 5 USDT. That's on your direct level. Again, bear in mind, that's only on liquidity provisions. That is not just when they deposit it into their Stable Swap wallet. So every time they do a liquidity provision, and that's every time. So every time they create new liquidity provisions, you're getting equivalent to 5%. Again, this does not come from their pocket, but the system pays you equivalent to it, and that comes from advanced fee sharing as well. So 5% there. Anyone underneath them, that's 2%. Anyone underneath them is 1%. So, you know, that over time can become really, really amazing as well, you know, especially if they're DCAing in or adding extra, etc. So that's super, super awesome. Now, we also have the AFS bonus of 10%. So anyone on your directs, any liquidity provisions that they have, whatever they're generating on a daily basis, the system also pays you equivalent to 10% of that. So let's say that they're earning 100 USDT a day, the system's going to pay you equivalent to 10 USDT. And this is every single day. Okay, so, and you'll end up seeing that in your history here. In your history here, so for example, yeah, you've got rewards history. So this is what my daughter has earned the last couple of days. Transaction history, so if you've done any of that. Affiliate history, any rewards or any earnings from your affiliates will show up in here, and if you've used the OTC, it'll show up in there as well. Now, I did think of something just for a second there. Oh, yeah, back to the affiliates for a minute. For you to be eligible for any of these rewards, whether it be the referral rewards or the AFS bonus, which is like an earnings bonus, you have to have an active provision of at least 100 stablecoins, so 100 USDT or 100 USDC. Now, that could be four liquidity provisions of 25 each, or 2 of 50, or 1 of 100, provided that you have an active liquidity provision of a value up to a minimum value of 100 USDT or USDC, you are eligible for these rewards. Now, if it reaches the end of the term, and your liquidity provision is handed back to you at the end of the term, then your rewards will also stop until you provide a new liquidity provision. All right, so it's making it sustainable. Any word on the ability to airdrop liquidity provisions to StableSwap user so they can earn without spending a deposit sent to their account? Yes. Yeah, that's coming out on the update. That's coming up on the update within the first quarter. Okay. Let me confirm that. But from what I remember speaking with the tech team, that's what's going to be happening. This is funny because like Streamlabs is going up here saying, Fuzzy Crypto, please refrain sending long messages. And this is really weird because Streamlabs, who I'm not actually using, well, I do, I'm using them, but it's funny that I'm now using StreamYard, not Streamlabs, but Streamlabs is still doing these messages. I'll have to look into that. I think it may be because of it's interacting with YouTube. So anything that happens on YouTube, it's still picked up over here in StreamYard. Yeah, weird. But anyway, so you guys won't see that out there in the stream, but yeah, I'm seeing that on my end. So Fuzzy, please refrain sending long messages. I'm sorry about that, brother. And yeah, brilliant. So yeah, I'm excited that we'll be able to do that in the very, very near future. It's something that's pretty important, and we see it as a great way, another great thing for the system. So we haven't forgotten about it, brother. It's definitely something that we are working on. So there you go. Again, that's pretty much it in a nutshell. It's such a simple system, but it's effective. It works great. As you can see here, we're nearing that the other milestone of 500 providers. We've got 497 there now, but 497, but not everybody is active. Okay, there's a lot of people that have created accounts and haven't actually contributed to anything yet other than creating the accounts, but they'll come in time. So I think that's awesome. But just bear in mind, for those people that are out there that have created accounts and you haven't provided any liquidity or anything, just bear in mind that you're not actually receiving any rewards there. Even if you have people underneath you, unless you have an active liquidity provision yourself, you're not going to be receiving any rewards. So just keep that in mind. Our liquidity provisions, we've hit 318,803, which is super exciting. And it's just nice continual growth. We expect, obviously, it's Christmas time. People don't have a lot of money, because they're spending Christmas gifts, et cetera, et cetera. So we knew that it was going to slow down a little bit at this time. But come New Year's, I think that, it's going to be going nuts. Obviously, we're doing a lot of work here on the ground over here in the Philippines, with the OTC, et cetera, and big launches and promotions for that in the new year. So that's going to be absolutely crazy. So you'll see the providers going up as well as the liquidity provisions going up as well. I'm just going to log out of here so I can show you the front page here and the roadmap. And just want to point out down the bottom here. On the bottom here, if you haven't seen it already, you go down to the bottom of the StableSwap page and you'll see Top Wallet. So in partnership with Top One Tech, BSP licensed EMI and VASP company, so you can research that. Education and training powered by Blocks. So we're partnered with Blocks Media to do all the training, etc., in our office here in Ortigas and Ortigas here in the Philippines, right near Mega Mall, next door to Shangri-La. So we're doing all the training, which is actually being conducted now. But I'm going to try to do at least one day a week myself. In the office there, where I will be doing training programs, etc., and I'll be doing it live as well. So let's have a quick look at the roadmap. I'll just increase the size of this for a minute so you guys can see. Okay. Where are we? Okay, so this is Q4 of this year, 2023. These things, we've pretty much achieved all of this now. So go live with the early bird promo. As you know, yes, we've done that. OTC in production in the Philippines, yes, that's done. KYC module upgrade, yes, that's done. Connect wallet integration, yes, that's done. Commission of new office, yes, that's done. Education partnership, yes, that's done. Commence training sessions, yes. Vulnerability and penetration testing. Basically, what that means is we try to hack our own system to check on vulnerability and security, etc. Yes, that's done and being done consistently. OTC transaction fee sharing for OTC usage. Now, that is not done yet, but that is coming, which is super important, because what it means is that where anyone, like example in the Philippines and other areas where OTC is already live for us, just by using the OTC themselves, they're also going to be getting additional fee sharing rewards, even if they're not on stable swap for liquidity provisions, just by the use of the OTC. Okay. So I guess, for example, in the US, you guys would be using things like Venmo or Cash App or something like that. So if you were doing that and you're sending money, to somebody using Venmo or Cash App, etc., there's transaction fees there, but there'd also be a percentage of those fees that go back to you. So it rewards you for actually using the system. So that's what we're implementing over here. So that's this month, before the end of this year. Q1 of 2024, OTC production in India, okay, which is going to be absolutely massive. I mean, there's millions of people in India that would be jumping on board with us with the OTC. Fiat wallet integration, so we're going to be doing that again, like as I mentioned, like Venmo and Cash App and things like that. Here in the Philippines, we have like Gcash, Maya, all the banks, etc., where you can actually just go on there and you can send pesos to pesos. You can use it for bill pay. You can use it for things like that. And basically you can upload pesos onto our OTC. You don't have to convert it over to crypto. You don't have to use crypto. Okay. It can be done just in pesos. So you can send money to each other with pesos, and you can use it for paying your bills or buying mobile phone credits or things like that. So there's that. The P2P marketplace, again, which I mentioned on my other streams, is going to be absolutely fantastic. Basically, P2P marketplace is going to be like a Facebook marketplace where you can sell any products or services that you wish on there from person to person. The big advantage of this is that anyone that uses the P2P marketplace has to be KYC'd. So you're dealing with a real person. You're not dealing with a scam seller or a scam buyer. Everything is kept above board because it has to be KYC'd, and so it's P2P marketplace. Okay, that's going to be integrated. Blockchain integration, so we're integrating things like Bitcoin, etc. You'll be able to buy that via our OTC. Token listing module, so yes, we can list other tokens in there. Anything that has a trade value can be added on there. Future things like maybe like GOAT token, for example, on Pulse. If we can do that in here, that's going to be absolutely awesome. Micro lending is another amazing thing, which we'll go into more detail with in the near future. Remittance partnerships, as you know, remittance is like over here, and I've mentioned it before. Remittance is like a $32 billion industry alone, right? Just remittance alone. So that's absolutely massive. Code audit, yes, because people have asked us for it. In reality, out there in the dev world, I mean, audits are audits. They don't really hold that much value, but people do request them, and so we will end up doing that. Having a third-party audit. But I mean, at the end of the day, with the compliance and the regulations that we have to meet, I mean, we're regulated by central bank. You can't get much stronger an audit than that. So gaming partner integration as well. So there's lots of other things coming here, which we can go into another time. But in a nutshell, that's pretty much it. That's pretty much how StableSwap works. Liquidity by the people, for the people. You come to the site here to tell you how it works, the affiliate program, FAQs, etc., and you can contact us. So there you go, beautiful, wonderful people. There you go. Hey, big shout out to Jorge Vasal. Jorge, brother, welcome and thank you. If you want to join us on the stream, man, by all means, please jump over. I've sent the link on the Telegram groups, and we got Blue Chip in the house. There you go. Hey, big shout out to Jorge Vassal. Jorge, brother, I'm hearing myself back. Screen, man. By all means, please jump over.
Hold on, man.
On the Telegram groups.
Oh, shit. How about now, man?
There you go. How you doing, my brother?
All good, good. I was out here with my grandson, and I was watching the show while we were. I said, "Watch, he'll comment," and I just said about the shirt and tie. And when you went, "No way, man," he started laughing, man. He thought it was funny.
That's awesome. That's awesome. Tony, you guys thought of everything. It's a perfect storm. Thank you, Tony. Yeah, we're trying. We're trying. Definitely trying. Jorge, brother, please, man, jump on, man. Oh, okay. You can't. You're driving. Can't join. You guys are doing great. Blue Chip in the house. Yeah, thanks, brother. Blue Chip, brother, I love you, man. Don't get emotional on me.
I'm not emotional, man.
I'm gonna do
man. What's the old saying? Our strengths are our weaknesses, you know?
Yeah. Well, Alak-Azul, brother. Alak-Azul.
Alak-Azul, man.
Oh.
Hello to Tony, and I want to thank LCM. He sent me a hydration calculator app. I haven't had a chance to play with it, but yeah, you got a few. I was showing my grandson Benny. Say hello, Benny.
Hello.
Hey, buddy, how you doing? Awesome.
Speak louder. You got to speak louder. Okay. But now I showed him the app. I said, yeah, and he said, oh man, when I grow up, I want you to give me one of those. I said, one of what? Those apps, the Stable Swap app.
That's awesome. That's awesome, man. Yeah, man, I've done so many. I'm losing my voice now. I've done so many AMAs and live streams and stuff this past week. It's been nuts. All right. And so, instead of just having my Alak-Azul on my Sundays, I've had Alak-Azul, 4 days this week already, man. It's like nuts. But super enjoyable, I guess. And I love getting on the AMAs. I was on DGen Protocol's AMA yesterday, and it was their 6-year anniversary of DGen Protocol. So I joined them yesterday, and their live stream, and it ended up, we started talking about Stable Swap. And a lot of the guys on there were like, "Oh shit, let's get onto this," and a few of them have joined up with Stable Swap since yesterday, man.
That's great. I think this thing hasn't even really begun to take off yet. I think it's going to do amazing things. You know.
Absolutely.
It's lucky. Like I watched your AMA with Jorge, and I like the beginning. It's my favorite part where he goes into the the VASP
and EMI. Yeah.
Yeah, man. That's I took a quick look at on Google. I Googled it.
Yeah.
But I want to look at it harder. I think in the future, if I'm going to be talking to somebody about this, that's really strong. Those are really strong credentials.
Absolutely. Right. And there again, I'm saying absolutely again. I've got to start controlling myself there. Right.
Oh, man, it's hard. I do the same thing. I actually forgot what it was. How I was saying something. I would say it as I was saying. It was something crazy. And I said, I'm tired of saying that. Now I can't even remember it. So you'll do it.
Yeah. It's crazy. A big shout out to Huss. Good to see you out there, brother.
What's up,
as always. Yeah, man. And Fuzzy Huss in the house. Yeah. Really cool. Yeah. So we did, obviously earlier in the week, I think that was Monday, maybe Monday. I did the AMA with Jorge, and we did that as a recording. So it wasn't live, and then uploaded it. That worked out really well. Then on the same day, I did the one with Experience Crypto 24/7. Unfortunately, he was in Helsinki at the time in Finland, so his internet was not great, so it was kind of choppy. We had a lot of delay and stuff like that. But
I did watch that.
yeah, so we're going to revisit that again. So now he should be back in the US this weekend, or and hopefully we'll do it again. So he won't have those issues with the internet. So that made it a little bit difficult, but yeah, man.
It was still a good AMA with you and Experience Crypto, even with the delays, man. Is his charisma and he was every time you would try to say something, he would start talking about all these things that he saw in the project, and he was like, that he was bullish on,
Totally. And I got to do a big shout out to guys like yourself, Chip. You're out there all the time doing all of these videos, man. Totally appreciate you. And you got Jorge, for example, almost every day he's doing a video on Stable Swap as well. He mixes it in with all the other stuff that he's talking about, but he's talking about Stable Swap and how it's pretty much fast becoming his number one passive income play, that's absolutely beautiful. It's great to hear.
I'm start separating, Stable Swap and Drip already have, and now the Drip is taking some momentum. But then again, if Drip is drawing eyes, people may not know about Stable Swap, so it doesn't hurt to I don't know.
Do them together, man. It doesn't really matter, but yeah, Drip, dude, 4 cents.
Man,
back at 4 cents. It's 200% or something, man. So
I bought a chunk the other day, and I'm starting to feel better about that big chunk I put in the kitchen sink a couple months back.
I bought some the other day. I thought, okay, now's the time. And lucky, because when I bought in, it was still at 1.6 or 1.7 or something.
That's a good sign. When you see the original OGs starting to ape back in, you better go buy some Drip, man.
Not financial advice, right? Do your own research. But man, I've been buying a few chunks here and there. So, why not, eh? Why not? Something that Drip was something that really put me on the map and helped really change my life. And so, there's that sentimental value there as well, obviously. And
I think about that all the time. I'm like, I certainly believe, and just like you, everybody like to say, it's not financial advice, but I've tuned into you and all the other OGs. I follow Jamie with Passive Income a lot. I always have. I like his practical delivery. No FUD, no moon boy. He puts it out there direct. And I definitely feel like they're from all that information from you guys. Drip's probably got a good second coming.
Yeah, man. I believe it does. Again, look, the reality is it's going deflationary. It's going deflationary. And, so much of it is being burnt. It's inevitable that it's going to go up. I'm not saying it's going to moon. Don't get me wrong. I'm not going to be out there being a moon boy and say, this is going to go to $1 or $2 or whatever. But I can confidently say it will get price appreciation.
I don't, it's phenomenal if you look at what it's been doing. All these wallets being created, everybody getting paid for 2 years. It's amazing. It's amazing it hasn't tanked, and that it's still here. And it always goes back to what Big T told me. And he's not even he's got a decent bag in Drip, but he's not a Drip. He's not as loyal to Drip as I am.
Yeah.
But he's more of a Hex guy. But he always goes back to, well, if Drip didn't have Forex Sharp, it'd have been through.
Yeah.
And and despite his eccentric ways and stuff that people may not like or agree with, he's still the man when it comes to DeFi,
Yep. It is. He is. Drip Community PH, shout out to you, brother. Good to see you there. Looking forward to meeting you in the office one of these days. Sorry, guys, I am still coughing a bit. It's like you get over all the flu and then you just get this like itchy throat. It's that dry cough. So freaking annoying, man. But it's been like a couple of weeks and I can't get rid of it yet. So the vape probably doesn't help, and a bit of the green from time to time doesn't help. So, right? But hopefully it's going to get better soon.
Yeah, you'd be like the lady that works in the office next to me. If you tell her a joke, she smokes a lot. And if you tell her a joke, she'll be like, ha, 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 ha. Then she'll start hacking. She can't laugh without hacking,
Yeah, there you go. Cough to get off. So again, Drip Community PH, brother, I'm looking forward to catching up with you in the office at sometime soon. So yes, no need to check the charts. No need to check the charts. There you go. Man, it's been interesting. Like, especially like yesterday when I was on with DGen Protocol, and there's a few guys there that actually don't know me yet, because we just move in different circles, although we've been around for such a long time. There's a few of the guys there that didn't know me, and they're like, oh, who's this? Because I'm on DGen Protocol from time to time, but I'm not a regular on there. And so there's still people that don't know who I am, but they're watching the stream and asking the questions and stuff regarding Stable Swap, and everyone is just like super positive, man. Super, super positive about it all. And I had one of the guys there noted all. He goes in there often and he talks. He goes through all the charts and he does his analytics and stuff like that. And when he heard about Stable Swap, he's like, oh my god. He goes, I could literally take my money out of everything else and put it into here and I'll be okay. Well, yeah.
I mean, hey, I'm a very transparent person, and say as a loyal to Drip as I am, but then you have to say, well, if Drip moons again, it's DeFi, it's just going to go down. Should you take profits and go to a project like this? And I think there's a way that you can do that, but still build both bags on this side and Drip. You get your own ecosystem going. You know what I mean?
It's diversification, brother, and I think it's actually a smart move. You don't want to put. I mean, again, Stable Swap. It's my project, and I know myself, and I know I'm not going to do anything to hurt the system or the users. Right? That's me. Okay, but again, I don't ever suggest everybody to put all their eggs into one basket. Diversify. Go and do other things. Go and do other things. You want to get into the high risk DGen plays? Go ahead, do it. Make your money there, and then while you're sitting for the next thing that you want to do, put your money into Stable Swap. Right? Yeah. Start having that stable coin strategy as well as part of your whole arsenal and part of your whole portfolio, man. So it's a great thing to do. I mean, we've talked about it many times in the past as well, whereas I've taken money from crypto and diversified into external businesses as well. These little businesses like barbershops and water refilling stations, etc., freaking hot dog stand. These little things, which is a nice cash businesses, diversify into these little things that you're not having to set up big multi corporations or anything like that. Just these little, bricks and mortar businesses, man. That gives you that additional income outside of the crypto space. I think that's what it's all about. I
agree with you, definitely.
Yeah,
it's always been that way. In my mind, Stable Swap kind of sheds a different light because here's a project that's sustainable, and so you have to make a decision. Do I stick this money into this or that, or do I put it in the Stable Swap? It's
I mean, like, you consider, and this was brought to my mind many, many years ago, that if you have a little business, like a business with low overheads and you've got high profits, very low overheads, and if you have like a business that's generating, even $200 a day, okay, and you just replicate that or duplicate that, and you have 10 little businesses generating $200 a day, which in the real world, $200 a day is not hard to come by.
No.
in a business, right?
Right.
I mean, you maintain that with 10 little businesses generating that much a day. Within 3 years, you're a millionaire. And you can do the math on that.
Yeah,
right?
You can if you
Right.
based on your overhead and everything.
Yeah.
But,
if you're getting a clear profit every day of X amount, right, of that amount, like $200 a day, and you got like 10 businesses, little manageable businesses, you don't have to like overthink. You don't have to think of all these overheads and blah, blah, blah. Keeping it really simple. It could be like a barbershop or a hot dog.
200 a day, that's like $6K a month. So if you had 10 of them, that'd be $60K a month. So you're looking at 720 a year. Yeah.
Right. So, in time, it doesn't take long, man. It's a no-brainer, right? So I think the original thought was $500 a day. Yeah, so at $500 a day, you have 10 businesses. That's giving you $5,000 a day. All right. And you just build that up within 3 years, you're a millionaire. That's net, huh? That's net.
Well, all joking aside, hot dogs has the best profit margin out of everything.
Absolutely, man. All right, there you go. I'm saying it again.
Big profit on a pack of hot dogs and a pack of buns.
Yeah, man. Exactly. So, diversifying into things like that, like making money in crypto, diversifying into things like that on the outside. So you've got the best of both worlds, and let's be real, those like hot dog stands and stuff, it's a cash business. You can do whatever you kind of wish with that without going into all the details, right? But there's lots of benefits in doing that. So if it means taking some of that and having a digging a hole in the backyard with a air sealed jar and putting your cash into it or whatever, or exchanging that for little bits of gold and burying that in the backyard, that's a great thing, man. And I think really that is the key. But so yes, get into your degen plays if that's what you want to do. Your degen plays, you're making, it's high risk, but there's going to be times that you can make good money. And if that's your risk tolerance, we'll go ahead and do it. Make nice big chunks of profit there, put it over here into stable swap or put it into like bricks and mortar businesses on the outside. That's the key,
Well,
but,
after the amount of money I sunk into drip, which that's why I'm staying faithful. I got to stay faithful,
Yep.
But right now, I just figure you've seen my goal with stable swap.
Absolutely,
I would rather hit that first. Then that would put me in position to semi-retire, let my son and daughter-in-law take over our business, and then I would have time to jump on those degen plays, and you have to really have the time to dedicate to that. And right now,
you do, because you need to really read that market, right? You really need to read it and know every day. I mean, it's very difficult. I mean, look at the freaking rug pulls in the last month.
Yes,
the last 2 months.
A lot of them, man.
It's nuts, bro. Absolutely nuts. And it actually really annoys me, man. It really gets on my nerves, right? Because you have devs that are super skilled out there. And if they really use their skills and their strategies and just use it with integrity, they could make it a better world for everybody. Why go around scamming people? I just don't get it. I really don't get it. Right.
My question is this: like, you see a project that rugs, or supposedly rugs. Like, I guess Carol was the most recent one, and then
Centrum.
Now say, what's that?
Centrum.
A Centrum, yes.
Yesterday it rugged, I think.
And no, you know what? I didn't know about Centrum. I just when I heard about it was Carol. And then they say, okay, Carol's coming back. I mean, not that I'm some genius, but remember I made a statement a while back. It looks like these devs, they're learning how not to rug it all the way, rug it a little bit,
soft rug,
then show it coming back. It's kind of like that old mafia saying, you don't bleed a sucker all at once. You bleed him a little bit so his blood supply rejuvenates and you can go get him again. Are they learning how to do that? Is that what it is?
I don't know, brother. I mean, seriously, again, it's about integrity, man. You know, how can you sleep at night if you do that to people? I can't. I just can't do that, man.
No, I wouldn't.
When I sleep at night, bro, I sleep comfortably.
Yeah.
I don't sleep much, but I sleep comfortably, right? In knowing that I don't have to think that someone's going to try to, you know, break into my house and shoot me while I'm sleeping because I've done something wrong by somebody. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, any business, you can't make it not having integrity and trying to do things above, like, you know, my business, insurance business, man, reputation is everything. You know, if you get out there and start hustling people, man, you might make good money for a couple, 2 or 3 years, but before you know it, South Carolina's a small state, you know?
Yeah. It's short-lived, bro. It's short-lived, you know, so.
I don't understand, you know, I'm not a dev like, you know, you, but I definitely get what you're saying. I mean, who wants to get on here and bring people in with millions of dollars and how would you
people work hard for their money, man? People work hard for their money. Can't you see that? Like, don't you have the morals to think about people? You know what I mean? Like, fuck.
You probably you remember that my son sent me a YouTube posting or video. It was this guy out of I think it was Canada, and he had he started a crypto project, ganked some folks out of money, but you know, he was transparent, and somebody sent him a message, said, I'm gonna find you, chop you in pieces, and put you in a suitcase. And then, like, I guess it was a month later, they found him chopped up in a suitcase at a port or something. You remember that story?
No, I have. Yeah, I have heard of that.
No, he was out of Argentina. I'm sorry.
Yeah, no, I've heard of Argentina. Yeah. It's crazy, man, and you know, and that's the thing. You know, the big decision also for us when we were building the project was like, are we like really going to dox ourselves? Well, for me, it's too late. Okay, and I do understand why some people don't, because you can't please everybody, right? Yeah, you can't please everybody, but I think, you know, for me, on my side of things, you know, I'm a family guy, but it's important for me to be out here. I want people to see me, okay? Because I think in the truest sense, you can see me here. You can ask me whatever you want, man, and I'll just be straight up with you, okay? And I know there's con people out there that can actually do the same thing. Yeah. Difference is, man, you guys know my office address. It's not difficult to find me. It's not even difficult to find where I live. Okay. I'm out there. That puts my family in danger if I go and do something stupid. There's no way I'm going to do that. Yeah. No way I'm going to do that. So, but anyway, I hate going to that like there's kind of a negative energy there. I don't want to go down that road.
I don't know how we got going down there, man.
No, I know. Well, it's about all these rug pulls, man. You know, because I'm passionate about.
We were talking about gym plays, and you said, and then we went on the rug pull. You're right. You're absolutely right.
Yeah, and
you know, there was one. You know, luckily there was one out there, and I was getting hit up on it a lot, and I went to Crypto Tiger. You know, I DM'd him, and he said they're gonna rug the shit out of everybody. Don't go in there.
Yeah, I know which one you're talking about.
Yeah.
And, so you know, apparently that's going to be making a comeback, and if anyone gets in on that on the comeback, God help you. That's entirely up to you, right? But I won't be touching it with a 10-foot pole, bro. So although, you know, those kind of rewards, it's you know, it's very attractive if that's your risk tolerance, but I don't suggest that anyone that has zero experience or even, you know, a bit of experience in the industry, I don't suggest that you do it. You know, that's, again, not financial advice, do your own research. But yeah, too many people are losing money, man, because they're not understanding a system and not seeing it for what it is. And yes, you know, some people can make money in the beginning, but again, that comes down to the principle of you're making money, you're making a win because of somebody's loss. Yeah.
Right.
I don't believe in that. I don't believe in guys winning because someone else is losing, you know. And okay, yeah, I'm in drip. Have been in drip since day one. Okay. But when drip first started, there was talk of utilities. Okay. So it wasn't about Ponzonomics. There were real world utilities and other utilities that were going to be brought into it to stop that, to counteract that inflationary aspect. Okay, that didn't happen.
Yeah, I remember that.
Right,
I was just getting in then. I remember.
Yeah. There's so many things that were supposed to be coming into it, like the influencer things with the YouTubers and, all the, like even with OnlyFans and things like that. There was going to be, partnerships with that, and that never went through. Partnerships with gaming, etc., etc. So again, shit happens, right? Shit happens. So, when I went into drip, those things were talked about, and that's why I thought, okay, well, this is actually, it's not Ponzonomics. It could be if these things were not implemented. So that's what happened, unfortunately. But if they were implemented, it wouldn't have been the situation that drip is in now. Okay. Again, that's just my own personal opinion. Whereas with Stable Swap now, again, we're starting off with external revenue already, and then we're adding things to it. And you can see on the roadmap, these things are actually happening. Yeah. These are not just promises. These things are actually happening. And I can proudly say that, Stable Swap were, under promising and over delivering. I think that's a real key factor for that there. So, and we're going to maintain that, man. As long as I'm sitting in the seat that I'm sitting in, we're just going to keep going in that direction. We're going to keep adding things and adding new things to it, and positive things, and bringing in other forms of revenue to help support the system and help, the users of Stable Swap. We're here to protect you guys, obviously, as well as ourselves. But, we just want to make this a comfortable place for everybody. So, yeah.
Well, this, ever since I've had my targets, I'm like, I want to try to obtain some geographical freedom, like drip millions. So I've got my eye on where I want to get with Stable Swap.
Yep.
And I just sent in my renewal for my passport. And then I've been, in my insurance business, I'm always going to see customers. But this past week, I've been taking my laptop and just hooking to the Wi-Fi in my office and just trying to pretend, okay, I could be sitting in an office anywhere in the world and just trying to do business using, I got an e-cig app and all that stuff.
Yep.
And, so,
get onto Zoom and, do all your Zoom meetings and stuff like that, man. It's beautiful. I mean, you look at this. You look at this here. Look at the growth of Stable Swap now. The growth of Stable Swap for now, right, until we're full swing with the stuff on the ground here in the Philippines, the growth of Stable Swap has come from this. I haven't been going and seeing people face to face and talking to people face to face.
Yeah, you've been pumping out some AMAs, man.
Well, yeah, I have definitely, definitely have. But that's the thing; it's all online. I'm not physically having to go and visit people, right? It's all online, and the growth has been great.
I mean, I'm not trying to get into your personal business, but like laying in bed talking in your sleep, saying stuff like it's a real world utility and blah, 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 just mumbling in your sleep and stuff.
Well, that's what Crypto Lucky was saying to me one day. He goes, bro, I woke up like I'm talking to myself. I'm talking to myself. I know. I know, it's crazy, man. It's like back in the day when I used to be gaming. I used to play a lot of computer games, right? And that's what my computer is, like a kick-ass computer. It was built so I could play games, and I don't play games anymore, right? I just don't have time to do it. Right. Although I love to, but I just don't do it. I've got Xbox sitting down here at the bottom here. It's connected up to all my sound system and everything, and I don't play it, right? I just don't. But back in the day when I was gaming, and I was addicted to a game called Soulstorm, right? Soulstorm, it's fantastic game. It's like strategy, but you're building and you've got troops and all kinds of stuff. Beautiful. It's Warhammer. Warhammer. It's based on Warhammer.
Right.
And I used to play that. And dude, I would play that thing for days, like literally cups of coffee and just play. And when I go to sleep, all I see is that. Right? It's just it's nuts coming up with strategies and stuff for a stupid game,
The whole gaming thing. I mean, the last game I played was Nintendo 64, and I remember I'm like, man, you can kill a whole day. I need to be out producing, man. I just kind of quit messing with it.
Oh yeah, man. I remember years ago I played a game called Juice X, Deus X or Juice X, and that thing got me addicted, man. And I just played that thing straight for 3 days, no sleep, to
Wow.
try to finish this game. It was just nuts, right? And I think about that now. I'm like, oh my god, right? How such a waste of time. I mean, it's enjoyable. I guess there's a few little benefits along the way, but it's definitely not productive.
Yes, it's not putting any money in your pocket.
No, you put the same time and effort into something like, for example, what I'm building out with Stable Swap, what we did with Drip Pot Lark, what I'm doing with Alak-Azul, and you get so much more benefit from it.
Well, it's pretty cool how you're able to find all these community leaders, like Jorge and Experience Crypto and guys like that, man. I guess you have to know how to navigate the space, but it's amazing how you find and line up those AMAs, and that's a strong way of marketing.
It is. But I guess, I have a history with a lot of these people as well. And it comes down to, thank you again, Tony, integrity. That's why we hang out with you guys. Thank you so much. It's about keeping it real, bro. Right? Like even and like selecting, or not selecting, but going on AMAs with people I know that are actually going to see value in what we're doing, right? And a lot of those are invitations as well. So, I mean, I've been around these people and they're messaging me and saying, hey, man, this is a really cool project. Can we organize an AMA? And so I go onto the AMAs. There's not so much me going and talking to people and pushing for an AMA. I don't do that, right? It's not something that I do. But, obviously speaking with the guys and saying, hey, maybe this is going to interest you. Oh, yeah, okay, well, come on to the stream and we'll do an AMA. I had another one yesterday is messaging me and wants to, he's building out his DeFi project and he wants to partner with us as a way of generating external revenue for his project, which is going to be beautiful, right? So, for example, like I've mentioned it quite a few times, CWC, Crypto Winner Circle with Stunners Group, okay?
Right.
Stunners Telegram group. I'm a member of that, but I'm not active there. People know who I am. People know who I am, but I'm not one to go in there and shill my project. Actually, I don't shill my project anywhere. I actually leave that for the community, because coming from the community has more credibility than coming from me.
Yeah, that
coming
makes
from
sense.
The community based on their experience, that's where it comes down to. I make myself available. If people ask about it and want to know more about it and they want to do an AMA, man, by all means, I'm happy to come and talk with you about it. But I don't think it's necessary for me. Is that a truck or something going on in your background there?
Oh man, you could hear that. Yeah,
just a
I
little.
Live out on this country. I live out on this country road. It's always been real quiet, and here in the last 2 years, people have been buying up properties, and it's more traffic.
Yeah,
I'm sitting outside under my shed barn, and but yeah.
There you go. Hey, thanks, Huss. Thanks, Huss. Yeah, so I mean that's what it's like, bro. I'm not one to go out there and shield. Yeah, there's a couple of groups that I'm in, and I know that they know I've been working on stuff, and I let them know what I'm working on. But it's never about a big push to say, "Hey guys, come and join what I'm doing," or anything like that. I'm not going to go into CWC and shill it. And for one, you get into big groups like that, and then you're stuck in there all day answering questions, like individually, instead of like coming on and doing streams like this and getting people to watch, right? And then answering questions while we're on the stream, instead of like spending all my day in Telegram just trying to answer people. I struggle to keep up with my own Telegram groups, let alone going and being involved over in something like CWC, where you got thousands of members and all asking the same thing over and over again. And the time that it takes to like answer those things that can become a nightmare,
Yes, so, not hard to create busy work.
Yeah, that's it. So again, I reach out to the community for the community to talk about your experiences within these groups that you're already in, right? That's fine. You know, that's the way it should grow. It should not be about me going out there and shilling my project. Right?
Yeah,
I mean,
I understand. I can
yeah,
see it. I get where you're coming from. I
yeah,
really do, because there's a lot of people shilling projects, and they're just gonna assume this is like everything else out there that's coming, that comes and goes.
yeah, yeah. So there you go. You know, and that's right, Fuzzy, and that's why I literally, you know, you see me on there in the telegrams. I try to answer the questions, and I try to keep everyone updated and informed, and you know, let them know what's going on. Doing things like today where I've just gone over the site again, you know, each individual part of the site and explaining that. I know lots of you guys are doing that, but also coming from me, that's a good thing. But it's not like I'm showing you this and saying, hey, join my team. I'd much rather say, hey, go and join Blue Trip, or go and join Jorge, or go and join, you know, Tony and LCM and Fuzzy and things like that. So you know, that's what's important for me. I want to see my community grow. This is not about me lining my own bags. As you can see, I don't even have an account myself. And my daughter has an account and stuff like that, because I mean, that's, you know, my daughter and my wife and that they've got accounts, but that's their thing. That's not me. I'm not going and putting people underneath them and trying to grow those teams. And anyone that goes underneath them is because of their own efforts.
Right.
It would be wrong for me to go, oh, there's my daughter's account, my wife's account. Guys, go underneath that one. It's unethical.
Yeah.
Right.
Right.
For one, it's unethical. It's all about fair play. Right. That's why I don't have my own account. When people say, oh, I don't have any other one to sign up with and blah, 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 I say, okay, we'll go over to the Telegram group, because there's lots of people there you can sign up under. Or in the worst case scenario, hey, just go and sign up under sales and marketing. Okay. Which is fine. That helps support the system. But that's not me personally.
Right.
I'm not there to grow my own personal teams, man. This is my own system. What's the point in that? You know what I mean?
Yeah. What I do notice about your Telegram group, or Stable Swap Telegram group, which I should call it my Stable Swap Telegram. I'm part of it as well.
You should.
I noticed that you know, if you got a question, you can probably just scroll back through all the messages and you'll find the same question and answer. I know I've done that twice. I was going to ask something, and I just kind of went through there, and I think it was FL Realtor or somebody answered somebody's question. I was like, oh, okay. I don't need to bother anybody today.
Yeah.
You know?
Well, what we're doing, I've actually, we've got Hennessy, one of our team members here. She's going to be going through all of the telegrams and reviewing it all over again and looking at each individual question and then collating the question with the answers that we've given. Okay. And then that's going to be done as a document, and that is going to be over and shared over into the questions and answers section of the Telegram group with the search function. So you can literally go up there and go questions, and you'll see the FAQs and you'll see everything listed down. So, you know, that's what we're going to do, because obviously it takes a lot of time to be answering those questions over and over and over again, which we don't mind doing. But, you know, there's times that we can't, I can't physically be there 24 hours a day. Right. And then obviously we've got the tech team and stuff like that, which are also in the back end busy. You know, we're still in build mode. So, you know, the time it takes to do that, we are really relying on the community members to be able to answer those questions. So if we can make that easier by actually formulating that in a nice search function within like questions and answers in the topic section there, it's going to be much better. You know,
man, that's going to be high speed right there.
Yeah, there you go, Huss. I've been trying to shill for you, Danny, but I have to admit it's hard to get it across. Most think it's a scam. So frustrating. Yeah, and you know, bro, that's actually normal. It's normal. And stable swap is so different. People still say it's too good to be true, and I get that. I do. I get that. Even on my stream yesterday with the DGen protocol, I mean, the guys that have been in it for a while, they know, and they go, "Oh yeah, well now I understand," you know. But people out there that are uneducated in regards to like the crypto space, and all they see is the scams and stuff, man, it's very easy for them to say, "Oh, this is another scam," and that's fine too. We expect that. We expect that. So, you know, just keep pushing at it, Haas. I mean, you don't even have to push at it, man. Don't even need to shill it. Just show your results.
Yes. Yeah.
Show the results. Show what you're gaining, right? You know, not saying everything, but if you can, you can show people, you know, that it's working for you, that then you don't really have to shill anything. It'll just happen for you. It'll just grow on its own, you know. So, but
yeah,
again, Hus, you're a support. Yep.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off. I had a delay there. It was my internet was like delayed. I thought you were done, and then you know,
brother, cut in any time, man.
I was just I was going to say I'd be a lot more convincing to people if I had that new 2023 remodel of the Chevy SS Super Sport, the Chevelle SS Super Sport.
Oh yeah, man.
You seen that? They you know how they came back with the Charger?
Yeah.
Well, they came back with the Chevelle SS Super Sport convertible. Nice. They're taking the Camaro frame bones and they're just putting the body on it. Anyway.
Nice. I love the Chevs, bro.
Man, if I had one of those, you know, I could just show that and just say, hey, you know, stable swap, man.
Yeah. That's it. I mean, you know,
it's not a Lamborghini, right? It's just a Chevelle.
Still, man, beautiful car, right? The Lamborghinis again, bro. Like, I don't care.
I don't like. No, they've done that. I've never fancied one of those at all. But a Chevelle Super Sport, yes, yes,
man. Beautiful.
But see, if I have one, I'm gonna drive it. So I don't want to restore an old one because I want to get more than 5 miles to the gallon. I'd like to have one with fuel injection and a turbo and air condition, power steering, and all of that, you know.
Brother, I remember I had a Holden Commodore in Australia. I've actually had a few over the years, but you know, I had one that was like really souped up, bro. You know, it had everything. It had all the bells and whistles on it. But dude, that thing would guzzle the gas. Yeah. Like literally. I remember just running it in my driveway one time and ran out of gas. So, you know, and back then, we're going back 25 years, I guess.
Yeah.
25 years, you know.
Maybe more.
And 25 years ago, $5 would buy you, you know, a fair bit of gas, enough to get somewhere back then. And I remember going down the road and getting like, you know, a jerry can and putting $5 of fuel in it so I could put it into the car, just enough to get to the service station, right? Gas station. Dude, I didn't even make it to the gas station, which was only like, I don't know, 2 or 3 kilometers away. It didn't even get there because this thing was just guzzling the gas like nuts. Super fast, right? Good. Super fast, but damn.
Well, see, now they got companies they call them mods. They can give you that car, but with a modern engine.
Yeah.
Brand new, they're like $150. So I'm thinking, okay, they started doing the Chevelle in 22. So by the time I'm ready, try to find a 22 and get it at a lower rate.
But the classic cars, man, are beautiful. You know, like they're still all metal. You know, you can feel it when you open the doors and close the doors. It's just solid. You know, I love the classic cars. Yeah, and even like, bro, I'm driving. I checked. It's a 1996, right? Toyota Corona is what I drive right now. Okay.
Oh,
I don't need it anymore.
When I was in Okinawa, I had a 1974 Toyota Corona.
Great cars, man. Toyotas are freaking beautiful, right? Yeah. But this thing that I'm driving now, I mean, dude, I can go out and buy another car tomorrow. But why should I? Like on the roads out here, where's the benefit of me having a brand new car? Honestly, there isn't. There's zero, considering I don't use it every day. Most of the time I work from home. So as soon as I buy a brand new car, it's going to depreciate in value anyway. As soon as it comes out of the showroom, it's like ridiculous, you know.
They don't still use trikes or jeepneys over there anymore.
Yeah, they do.
Man, I have a jeepney or a trike. If I was over there, man, that'd be the shit. I mean, those are awesome, dude.
No, man. I mean, they're still all over the place here. You know, probably one of the biggest causes of traffic over here. Right. But anyway, now I've got friends down the street. They own like 5 or 6 Jeeps. That's their business. I mean, that's what they do, you know, all day. They have their certain routes that they do. So, and the tricycles as well. You know, but yeah, bro. I mean, a 96 Toyota Corona, I opened the doors on it and it's still solid.
Yeah.
You know, it feels like a real car, you know, and it still goes well and it's economical and it gets me from A to B. It looks nice too. Because like, I mean, it's you know, new paint on it, got nice big, nice big wheels on it. And, you know, it's good. It's comfortable. And people look at it and go, wow, man, that's a classic, you know, and it still looks great. So it's not like a beaten up old car.
Right.
It looks good. You know, but I'm happy with that, man. Like what's the point in me spending millions of pesos, right? Millions of pesos, even like, let's say tens of thousands of dollars to buy a new car that I'm only using like once or twice a week, maybe sometimes once a month.
I agree with you.
You know,
I guess your suspension would get beat up pretty quick over there, eh?
Oh yeah, man, absolutely. And the main problem I have is the clutch, right? Because this traffic, because it's still manual, right? So it's stick. I'm not using automatic, and you know, just your clutch wears out so much faster in that kind of traffic than in, you know, like let's say if I was in Australia, I wouldn't have to look at my clutch for a good 2-3 years. Whereas this, every year I'm looking at the clutch, you know, whether it's replacing the master cylinder or whether it's replacing the clutch plate or whatever, because it's just stop, start all the time. And, you know, you're only stopping for a few seconds. So you're having to ride that clutch to, you know, move another 5 meters or 10 meters. And then you're back again, you know, it's a bit of a nightmare. And so, yeah, that's probably the only reason why I'll upgrade that car is just to get something that's automatic as opposed to like stick shift. Just for the hassles of the, you know, the traffic.
Yeah,
but other than that, I love it.
Well, get you a brand new Toyota, man, like a little Supra or something, or sell it.
Yeah, those have you seen the Toyota 86s?
No, I have not.
They're 86s, right? They're called an 86, but I think they're called an 86. Yeah, they're the same as like the Subaru BRZs, I think.
Oh, nice.
They're like a 2-door sports car. Beautiful, man. Absolutely beautiful. But I still can't justify buying one of those.
Yeah, because you got like 6 kids, right?
Yeah, I got the kids, right? But, you know, so the next thing is probably going to be a bigger family car, like a van or something that I can take on road trips. But again, it won't be brand new. I don't see the value in buying brand new over here. There's just no point, you know? And sure, okay. It's no secret. I'm not short on money, but I'm also going to be smart about it. Just because I got money, it doesn't mean I'm going to go out and splurge on something that I don't need, unless it's music gear. Right? My music gear is different, right? Hey, that's my advice.
If I move back over there, I'm gonna drive a trike, man.
Yeah.
I mean, that's practical over there, right? Well, when it rains.
Yeah, well, they are, except you can't, like, if it's just around the area that you're living, yeah, but in the city, you can't have those anymore.
Oh, really?
Well, you can't go onto the main roads and stuff like that in the city.
So a jeepney would be more practical, right?
Yeah, except for you're going to have people trying to jump in the back of your jeepney as you're driving down the street, thinking it's public transport.
Oh, man.
So, hey, Team King, shout out to you. West Side should be riding a horse in that traffic.
Yeah,
but that is one thing I am going to get, and I told you about that in the coming new year, man. I'm getting a new bike. I got it. I just
the Vulcan.
Yeah, man, the Vulcan S, just a 650, beautiful, just perfect for out here. So, well, even that's a bit of an overkill out here in the city, but for like out highway driving or out in the countryside, love it. Yeah, up near where I am, I'm near the mountains, right? So I'm near a big lake and I'm near the mountains as well. And you got all the windy roads that go up into the mountains.
Yeah.
That is what I want it for. That's what I want it for, man.
Yes, sir.
Beautiful.
Yeah, they got in North Carolina. I'm in South Carolina. In North Carolina, in the mountains, they got this one ride called the Dragon. I think it's like 18 miles and it's like over 400 turns. I mean, you're always either like this or like this.
Yeah.
You actually will be begging for a straight, flat road by the time you finish. I mean, if you don't, if you don't have the right bike.
Oh man, I love stuff like that. I love stuff like that, and cars and bikes as well. Like when I was in New Zealand, I was in New Zealand for a month, and I drove all around the South Island of New Zealand, and I was in what was I driving? Like a Subaru Legacy or something, which is like a wagon, but it had the STI engine in it. So it's like, it's like a rally engine.
Right.
And I was up in those mountains, man. It was just beautiful. It's like a soccer mum car.
Yeah.
It's a wagon, but the engine in it.
Probably all-wheel drive too. Those Subaru.
Yeah, all-wheel drive, and it had the WRX engine in it. So those things are like beautiful, hugging the roads up in the mountains there in New Zealand. It was fantastic, man. Absolutely fantastic.
I wanted a Subaru Brat for a long time, and and my wife was like, "What are you gonna do with that little truck? You need a big truck." I was like, "They look cool, man."
Yeah, the little ones, the old ones, the little Subaru.
Subaru Brat, yeah.
I love them. I love them. One of my brother-in-law had one of those. West Side. This is actually a really sore point, brother. I love fishing. I absolutely love fishing. And before I came over here to the Philippines, man, and I like semi-retired when I was 29, and I was fishing every single day. I loved it. Like, I absolutely loved it. I haven't been fishing in freaking 20 years, man.
Oh, man.
Yeah. I'm so far away from the ocean. Yes, I have a lake here, but I wouldn't fish in this lake that's over here, right? And I've been dying to do it. And I said to my wife, I am going to take a trip somewhere like south, and I'm going to get on a charter for a couple of days and go like proper sea fishing and stuff. I love it. I absolutely love fishing. So I'm having withdrawal symptoms, man. It's been like 20 years since I've been. Yeah, it's nuts. Back home, I had a room specifically for all my fishing gear. I had so much of it. It was just nuts. And I used to wholesale fishing tackle many, many years ago. So obviously, I've got stocks of shit that most people wouldn't have. And yeah, man, I got to do it. I see photos of my mates that I used to go fishing with all the time in Australia, and I check on Facebook, and they're still out there catching barramundi, like this big, and like, dude, I miss that. Absolutely miss that.
I remember I freshwater fished, and then I went with a buddy out saltwater fishing, and they replaced a bridge, and they took the cement from the old bridge, and they dumped it 5 miles out. It made like an artificial reef. And he had the coordinates. And we were catching these big black bass. We filled the live well up like in an hour. So I went and traded my freshwater boat for a saltwater boat. Then 8 months later, they changed the rules. You couldn't catch any.
Oh, man.
They said, and they're like, they're depleting the supply. I'm like, no, they're not. They're not out in the open. They're in these freaking artificial reefs that, who am I? The fish, before there were more out in the open, they started dumping all this construction stuff 5 miles out in the ocean. So all the fish are going to these artificial reefs. But I mean, it was so easy. You could put a piece of chewing gum on the hook and drop it down there. It was like, it's crazy.
Where I grew up, bro, there's a place called Doctor's Gully, and it's a property right beside, like, on the ocean, right, along the shoreline there. And the family that was there had been there for generations, and every day at high tide, they would be throwing out bread out into the same spot. And over the years, it's now become the feeding place for all these like big mullet and milkfish, etc. So all the natural, they come in every day, and they made it like a tourist attraction. And you can get down in there in the water, and you can feed the fish and stuff like that. I mean, I'm not talking about little fish like this. We're talking like, some of these like milkfish are massive. Absolutely massive.
Small mullet, man. Live, that's good bait, man. That's good.
Bro, I caught a 22 kilo barramundi on a mullet this big. And I just live baiting it. And then connecting a balloon to it, and you can watch that balloon going across the water, and all of a sudden that balloon just goes boom under the water, and you're onto this fish. 22 kilo barramundi, bro. It was massive, right? Beautiful fish as well. And I miss doing stuff like that, you know. So where I grew up, again, like, there's no such things back then. I don't know about now, but there was no such things about fishing permits and all of that crap. You know, I used to just walk down the road, and that I'd be fishing there. I'd spend my afternoons there as a kid. I'd just be fishing every day, you know, catching barramundi, catching flathead, catching all kinds of stuff. And our house, we lived across the road. There was a park across the road, and then behind that was mangroves with a creek, you know, a nice big creek that ran all the way to the sea, which was like another couple of kilometers away. And I used to just go all the way along that creek. I wouldn't do it now. There's lots of crocodiles in there now, like saltwater crocodiles, lots of them, because many years ago they were culling the crocodiles and they were controlling the numbers, and they've stopped that for the past 20 years or so, and the populations have just gone nuts.
Yes, like that here.
Oh,
we have alligators like crazy, and
yeah.
As a matter of fact, a friend of mine went to buy a house the other day. It's cold now, which they're supposed to hibernate in the winter, and said he goes out there and the realtor's showing the house that's on this big lake. He's like, aren't there crocodiles out here? The realtor's like, nah, they moved them all away. Now, this is wintertime. It's 45 degrees. All of a sudden, here comes the crocodile swimming. Then he looked across the lake. There's one out on the bank, you know, sunning with his mouth out. He's sun with their mouth open.
Yeah.
He's like, wait a minute, there's another one right there.
There you go, like crypto bones. I'm going to answer that. What kind of reptiles are roaming around my area? Over here, you got a lot of snakes. We've got Philippine king cobras over here as well. Yeah. And the sad thing about it is, man, you got lots of these areas that are kind of remote, and there is no antivenoms. Like, there's no, you know, you get bitten by a cobra, chances are you're going to die.
Oh man.
Right. Yeah. Because they don't have the medication, the antivenom to counteract that. They got to come from another place. And you can imagine trying to get through the traffic, you know? So, but yeah, there's lots of snakes. Lots of different reps. A friend of mine, Zeb, he'll come onto the stream from time to time. He's now part of Stable Swap as well. He's an American that lives over here. He's been over here for many years, but he's right into herpetology, right? So he's into all the snakes and stuff like that. So he goes out and catches the cobras and takes photos of them and things like that. He gets called into, you know, if there's reptiles in somebody's house, he goes in to try to get them and, you know, remove them and things like that. So he's had quite a few things, man. He had one of these big sailfin lizards. This thing was like this big, man. It literally looks like a dinosaur. Nice big sailfin on the back, man. Beautiful. You know, people say, "Oh, dinosaurs are gone." Nah, man, there's still dinosaurs out there, bro. They're just smaller, you know. But when you look at these things and you go, that's a dinosaur. That's just it's crazy. We've got like crocodile skinks as well. You pick it up, it's like it's a skink, but it's got the back of it and the look of it. It's like a crocodile, but it's a little skink like this. You know, there's lots of it's such a diverse wildlife over here, which is amazing. You know, considering the locals eat everything and anything, right? So yeah, we've got lots of stuff out there. I've had a couple of snakes here myself. I used to have a couple of pet snakes here, but I don't have them anymore. West Side, little tub, but it gets me there. Be in the boat every day if I could. Yeah, man, absolutely. Rethinking my trip to. No, man, it's not that bad. It's not that bad, you know. But definitely, man, you come and visit. And you know, we'll go out and I'll take you out to some places, man. We'll have a lot of fun. It'd be absolutely awesome. So there you go, brother. We've been going for nearly 2 hours, and we've had consistent viewers, which is amazing, right? So I guess I'm going to call it shortly, bro.
Sure, man.
Yeah, you know, I've got more streams coming up this week, and we'll be doing another one just before Christmas as well. So next Sunday I'll be doing one more, and that'll be the last one before Christmas. And then the week directly after Christmas Day, then I've got Scott the Investor on again. That's on the 27th. So I'll be doing an AMA with him. So, yeah. So is there anyone in the stream that has any other questions at all about stable swap or anything like that before we go? I'll let it go for another couple of minutes. But Chip, how about you, brother? Anything else you want to talk about?
No, I want to watch the beginning of that AMA with Jorge when he hammers in on the VASP and the EMI.
Yep.
And then that last one you did with Crypto Experience 24. Am I saying that right?
24/7. Yep.
Yeah, where you touched on the benefits of it being a hybrid project. You know, you got the security of the CFI side giving you that good secure feeling, but then you got the freedom of the DeFi part of it to, you know, to be more creative. And so I think I want to kind of re-listen to all that stuff. I think that'll make for, you know, I don't want to, you know, I've already done like 1,000 videos on how to sign up and liquidity.
Bro,
and stuff, man.
Brother, let's do an AMA on your channel.
Okay. I need to learn, download the StreamYard. StreamYard.
Yeah, on the StreamYard, man. Just do it. StreamYard's awesome. So learn that one, sign up for that. You don't need to download it. It's just all browser based. And yeah, man, learn that one. There's a free account. Just do that. You don't need to do any of the other ones. And we'll do an AMA on your channel.
Yeah, I probably need to set up a professional studio, but I'll get it done.
It's all good. It's all good. Actually, bro, can you take over just for 1 minute? 1 minute. Just talk to people there. I'll be right back.
No problem. All right. Can you guys hear me good out there with Danny gone? So I'm not getting okay. Anyway, so any questions for me on stable swap? I'll try to answer them. If I can't, I'll get somebody that can. Well, as far as myself, I'm just riding the stable swap train. You know, I got it easy. Danny's got to do all this work. All I got to do is let whatever risk-free capital I got work for me. I know you guys feel the same. You still out there, West Side? Damn, I think he cut me off. Oh, there we go. Okay, I hit the wrong button. Jorge, if you still hear me, really enjoyed your show, man. I like the way you dove into the EMI and the VASP and the way you explained it, and kind of been a little busy in my regular gig, but I'm gonna watch it again so I can talk or speak more intelligently about that.
There you go. I'm back. Sorry, man. I had to deal with someone at the gate again.
Yeah, I'm glad you're back. I was starting to sweat, man.
It's different when it's live, right?
Yeah, you're like,
Oh man. So just I know you mentioned about like a studio setup and things like that. I've had to buy a few new things now. Not so much because of here, but because I'm going to be doing live streams from the office from time to time. Right. So, and I don't want to set up something like this in the office. So I've ordered a new laptop, which is already on its way. So it should be here by tomorrow, which is beautiful. Just bought a Asus ZenBook 14X OLED. So it's like a nice OLED display and stuff. It's got a nice camera in it, but obviously, you know, I got to step that up if I'm doing these kind of live streams, especially like in the office. So, and I don't want to be taking all my equipment from here and taking it over to there. So just ordered a new microphone as well, which is a USB style, another camera as well, so I can have that set up, but just all portable. So I now have, you know, the laptop with a microphone, with a little bit of a mixing thing, which I've got on my desk here, which I'm going to be taking that with me. So it'll all just go into a backpack, turn up at the office, set it up in a couple of minutes, and we're good to go, you know? So Yeah, man. So I'll have like another new microphone, which is my Ono PDX 200, PD 200X, which will just plug straight into the USB or in this thing that I've got here. And then I've got, where is that? It's here somewhere. Anyway, I've got the Rode Micro Go microphone as well, so I can stand up at the board, like the presentation board over there in the office, and go through like a proper presentation and people can see it. So yeah, I've had to upgrade to stuff like that just so I don't carry this whole big computer here with me into the office every time, just you know, on a laptop. So you know, obviously when you're doing stuff like this so often, like you're doing it every week, and it's part of your thing, like with you're doing it all the time, you need to end up upgrading, you know, the equipment that you use and things like that. You have to. I mean, it's for people are watching you, they're expecting the best, you know. So I've built up to it, man. I look back at my streams that I was doing 2.5 years ago, 3 years ago, and I look back at the quality of that compared to the quality of this now, worlds apart. Absolutely worlds apart, you know, but I've had to build it up slowly, you know.
Yeah, it's like, do you ever watch Little Dripper?
Yeah, I do.
He's pretty cool how he's got his channel. You know, he's got all the digital backdrops and all that stuff. Mm-hmm. I guarantee you, I mean, you know, I actually tried to hit him up, man. He hadn't heard from him. I don't know what the deal is there.
Yeah, well, he's not talking about Stable Swap yet, but he was talking about Drip Pot Luck when we launched that.
Yeah.
So might have to reach out to Little Dripper.
Yeah, man. And, I really like this show. He does a really good job.
Absolutely, man. He's super professional. And you got the guys like Jorge who's out there doing videos every day, which is absolutely freaking awesome. And there's Jorge there. Mathis Charlie, right? Mathis Charlie. I think how would you pronounce that?
Motis.
Oh, Motis. Yeah, it could be. Motis Charlie. Christmas
Who's right,
present.
Danny or Blue Chip? Is it Motis or Mathis?
Is it Motis or Mathis?
I don't know.
There you go. Your channel and really enjoy. Yes. Stable Swap is our Christmas present. Thanks, Fuzzy. I was going to say that. Let me think about that. I don't know. Let me think about that. I may have something for you guys on my stream next Sunday. We'll see. We will see. All right. But again, just before we go, we are reaching 2 hours now. I just want to remind people about the update for BUSD, which will be happening tomorrow night, my time. Okay, so midday in the UK and then early morning in the US for the BUSD transition. All the BUSD liquidity and balances that are sitting on Stable Swap will be converted to USDT. So the site will be paused for 30 minutes to an hour, because you can imagine that's a big process. That's not just something where we flick the switch and it's done. There's a lot of things that need to be done in the back end to be able to do that. Okay. Yeah. So that's happening tomorrow. And guys, I know there's people out there that have been part of protocols, and when they see things get paused or stopped or whatever, they panic because it's like, oh shit, here we go again. That's not going to happen with Stable Swap, man. Right. I'm letting you know in advance and letting you know exactly what's going on. It'll be down for 30 minutes to an hour. That's it. Right. But it's not going to affect your existing liquidity provisions. Those will still tick over. It'll still be generating income and earnings whilst the system is paused. That all happens in the back end. It's just that the front end is going to be paused because you're not going to be able to, you know, we don't want to be in the middle of an update and people are trying to deposit things or trying to withdraw things, right? It just doesn't work that way. So there you go. Mortis. More. I'm guessing that's what. Oh, more. I don't know. We'll work it out one day. We'll get you on a live stream and speak with you. So
thanks,
yeah, thank you, brother. There you go. Keep pumping out those videos, brother. Good stuff. Same to you, Jorge. Okay. Much respect. Yes, West Side. Man, I'm expecting you to come on a stream with me, brother. You keep holding out on me, man. You keep holding out on me. Trip tonight. Have a great weekend. Yes. Everyone, love and peace. All right. Yeah, I think we're done, brother.
All right,
we'll do
man.
One more as customary. I'm going to do one more Alak-Azul for all those people out there. Wow, that's a full glass, man. It's almost overflowing. But all right. Alak-Azul.
Alak-Azul.
Beautiful. Ladies and gentlemen, out in the stream, thank you very much. As always, thank you for supporting and thank you for being there. If you want to hit me up with anything, go over to Telegram, ask me any questions there, and keep an eye out. I will be doing a live stream with Drip Millions this week. We will post it out there. So if you haven't already, please like and subscribe this channel, Blue Chips channel, Drip Millions channel, Jorge out there, Jorge Vassal. Experience Crypto 24/7. The links to all of your websites and all your YouTube channels are down in the description. So please, if you haven't signed up to those guys' channels, support them, sign up, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell, and we will be seeing you on the next one. Tony Morrow, Alak-Azul, Westside Scene. Your show is right at dinner time. Dude, we run for 2 hours. It takes you, what, 2 hours to eat your dinner? Come on, man. No excuse, brother. Make a special exception just for us because you love us, right? All right, we're done.
Out of here.
Ladies and gentlemen, out of here.